Welcome to the Cuddy D Show, everyone. Once again, my name is Steve, and once again, another perfect show in store for you again tonight. But before we begin, it's time to introduce the panel. And once again, back again, the one and only Vicky.
Hey, how's it going?
You are the only one and only.
I know.
Damn right.
I know.
Exactly. And J-Dog.
J-Dog in the house one more time.
Ready to go. And before we start, right, Vicky, here we go. It's time to, we're hitting the presses. Here we go. Facebook fan page. Everybody go on.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Facebook.com /The Cuddy D Show. All one word. Facebook.com /TheCuddyDShow.com. And that's it. Is there really any need to say anything more?
They know what to do.
Not at all. And starting probably in about a week, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, everything, the website, everyone from coast to coast and from all over the world will be able to watch the Cuddy D Show.
You could watch the Cuddy D Show while you're in the bathroom. Hold up
go.
on your little phone.
Exactly. And in any country, wherever, as long as you're allowed to watch TV. I mean, it's, Saudi Arabia. You're not really allowed to use certain things over there. But that's all right. I don't think, we're not really reaching out to, to them. We're not going to make it according to them. So, but it's freedom of...
I don't care if Habib watches, whoever, I don't care who watches.
Well, the bottom line is, who's going to pay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got all the money. They got all that oil money, and we'll take it. Put us on, what's that show, Jazeera Network,
That's
have.
right.
Yeah,
we talked about that last time.
We did talk about that.
Al Gore sold Al Jazeera Network.
Yeah, he sold that, yeah.
Well, let me ask you something.
We'll be on their show.
If we get an offer from Al Jazeera Network.
Right.
Are we going?
Do we go for it?
You know what? I'll sell out. if the price is right, Andy.
If the price is right.
The price is right.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right.
The price has got to be right, though.
The price got to be right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Yeah. Well, definitely has to be enough money where I quit my job.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm not going to, do both now.
Right.
So, but you're right. If the price is right.
That's it.
But
and we could be big stars on Al Jazeera Network over there. I'm sure they don't have any comedy.
No.
What kind of comedy could they have over there right now?
We might be onto something.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. They need some comedy. I mean, all they see every night is people blowing people up, and stuff like that. Come on, this is something different.
Well, listen, everybody. The Cuddy D Show is going from public access to the mainstream. Within probably by this time next week, we're going to be all over the place, all over the map. That's the bottom line.
That's it.
So,
and I want to show everybody too. We got the new Cuddy D mugs right here. Got the new Cuddy D mugs. Here they are.
Jeez,
$200 cheap. That's all they are.
$200.
That's all they are. Hey, you know what? For that price, I'll even put J-Dog. I'll sign it for you.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Well, you know what? Listen, it's time for us to do what we do best here on the show, and that's tell it like it is. Saying the things that you all at home are thinking in your minds, but don't say. We here become your voice. Well, with that being said, topic number 1 for this week's shows. President Barack Obama has introduced a proposal to map the human brain. Here we go. The decades-long project is designed to map the inner workings of the brain, seeking answers to such challenges as epilepsy, autism, and Alzheimer's disease. Its goal is developing new technologies that can record activities of individual cells and neurons within the brain. Also, it will look into ways people think, learn, and remember. Sounds good, but J-Dog, what have you always said when they start experimenting? What do we become once again?
We become the laboratory rats. And that's what I'm afraid of, Andy. I mean, they're going to know every time I'm thinking dirty. I mean, they're going to map my whole brain and know this kind of stuff.
That's what Barack Obama wants to do. Yeah.
We might as well become robots.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what's happening here. They got machines to do everything in the workforce. We have bionic, they have these bionic prosthetics now and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you don't even need humans anymore. I'm all for it. I mean, to expand on our human race and things like that, and learn how we function and things like that. But it's half of me is it's good. I mean, it would be nice to cure Alzheimer's disease, autism, epilepsy. And, you got to do what you got to do. I think they said this is like $100 million to do. I mean, are you for it, Vicky?
I actually prefer them doing the studies on humans
Instead of rats.
versus rats. It's like it always makes me laugh when you look at these studies and they're talking about doing studies on mice and rats and comparing it to us. Like, are we really that similar? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they get a little bit from it, but yeah.
Yeah.
If they could, if humans are willing to participate, then in these studies, then yeah, go for it if it helps.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's like if they pay me, I'll be one of the participants.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. I mean, if the price is right, then Barack Obama, you could test.
I'll do it.
On my brain. Yeah.
We'll do it on the show. They'll
Oh, there you
you
go.
know,
Hook
hook
all
us
those
up.
things.
Yeah, codes
Yeah.
and wire us up.
We
and
volunteer.
everything like that. And we'll do it on the show.
Yeah.
So this way, right in front of everybody, we'll fry.
They could see what we're making.
Man, what ratings that would be.
Oh yeah. But we won't survive to enjoy the money though afterwards.
No, that's the only bad part.
I know. We gotta live to be able to enjoy it though.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, speaking of money, check this out. Who is better at managing money in a relationship? Recent study shows 70% of men say they are, and 74% of women say they are. We got a stalemate here. Are you good with money management over,
First of all, who does these studies? It always cracks me up. Like, have you ever participated in a study in your life? No? So it's funny because they come up with these, percentage of this, percentage of that.
Yeah.
Who are they talking to?
Yeah. Well, I guess with studies and stuff like that, they'll go in
Like 100 people.
100 people,
yeah.
and then they'll take averages.
Right.
And, 74% of this and that.
It's just funny because I've never met anybody though in my life who's ever participated in a study. But no, I think with the money management, it depends on the person. Some women are better, some men are better. Completely depends on the dynamic within the relationship, I think. I can't, for that, I can't say that, women are better, generally speaking, or men are better.
Well, I'm one of the 70%. I think I'm better. I mean, I'm on target.
In your relationship, you're better.
With everything. Well, with managing money. Well, yeah. In this topic, yes. Money management.
You're better.
I think I'm better. I pay my bills on time. I know what money's coming in, what money's going out, and when to just blow money and when to just save it for a rainy day. So I think I'm better.
Well, does like your spouse? She doesn't care that you pay the bills and everything, right? Obviously, then she's
that's
okay with that.
That's less she has to do.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I'm the same way. I pay the bills in my house. 2 reasons. Number 1, because financially I'm good with finances.
Yeah.
Number 2, she doesn't want to do it.
There you go.
So
you're
that's
forced.
it.
She doesn't want to do it. You're forced.
Yeah.
You got to do it whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good thing I enjoy doing it. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Okay. Well, let's send some congratulations out to Jimmy Fallon. Remember, he used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
He's replacing Jay Leno on The Tonight Show starting next year. Jimmy Fallon's going to take over the 11:35 p.m. time slot. And Seth Meyers, he's also on Saturday Night Live now. He's going to take over Jimmy Fallon's time slot at 12:35 a.m. So, I mean, Jimmy Fallon, I used to be a David Letterman fan. Chelsea lately, I'm a fan of hers. I mean, is there any late night aside from the Cuddy D show every week, of course? Are you guys any fans of any talk show hosts or anybody out there that you like? Even if you dislike. I mean, Letterman, Leno, Chelsea lately. I mean, any of those people.
Seems like they keep picking it from the same lot though. They keep taking the Saturday Night Live people. I'd like to see Howard Stern get a TV talk show.
Yeah. Well, he did back in the day,
but he was still his radio show, right? Didn't they?
He's on Sirius now, right?
But isn't it still the TV show is them filming his radio?
Oh, in the studio. That's right,
I meant
studio.
him actually doing a Tonight Show thing where he's got the the audience and.
Yeah, that's an idea. I mean, I think didn't he have back in the day he had a show.
He was on TV. Oh yeah.
But you know what? You're right. I mean, it's like Saturday Night Live. They're taking them and stuff like that. It's trying to get some different new blood in there. I mean,
I'll tell you the best ever. Johnny Carson. The best ever. If you ever go back and see some of Johnny Carson's his shows, no one rivals Johnny Carson. One of the funniest stand-up comedians I've ever seen. And when he did Carniac the Magician, it was the best. It was the best. No one comes close to him. No one comes close to him.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where it comes, once in a lifetime.
Natural, just natural.
Just natural. Well, like us, it just comes natural.
Exactly.
I mean, all the different guys, they all bring something a little bit different. I mean, Jay Leno is different from Letterman, and so.
But they do get old.
Yeah.
They get old. Leno, I mean, he's a multi-zillionaire. It's time for him to go. I mean, Jimmy Fallon, he's kind of like a nerdy, goofy type funny, but that's what sells right now. That's just the way it goes. I mean, like I said, I was a Letterman fan. I like Chelsea lately.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen her show. What's she on?
She's on. Not that I'm.
Chelsea Handler. Yeah.
Yeah, she's on Chelsea lately.
11 o'clock. She's on.
It's on E Network.
Yeah.
E Network. So.
Andy, all she is she's a drunken hoe. That's all she is.
Yeah.
And she made it.
A drunken hoe making big dough.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine that in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
It never happens.
Really.
Well, while we're talking about money, here we go again. Let's talk money once again. Another report says the richest Americans got richer during the first 2 years of the economic recovery, while average net worth declined for the other 93% of the nation's households. What you're saying where these researches come from? Well, here's one here.
Another one.
It's called the Pew Research Center. Report says that the richest 7% rose 28% from 2009 to 2011, while the other 93% dropped 4%. So here we go. Once again, the rich continue to get richer, and the poor stay poor or even get poorer. It's funny how the rich got rich by what is it? The 93% dropped by 4%, and 7%. So it's like they took from here, and now the rich got rich. So they're getting richer on all the poor sacks out there. That's just the way it works. I mean, it's like, will there always be this segregation amongst people of wealth and people, living in the slums? And why does there always have to be such an extreme? I mean, it's like, it's disgusting to me, really, that there's people so filthy rich, don't have to worry about money. It's like, just sign your name, like Donald Trump. He doesn't have to carry any money with him. All he has to carry is his name. Just sign anything. He can buy anything. And then there's people at night. What is it? 1 out of every 8 or 9 kids tonight is going to go to bed hungry. It's disgusting, the segregation as far as the people and the money and where they live and all this stuff. I mean,
I don't necessarily have a problem with the rich getting richer if
not
they
at
work
all.
hard.
Not
Entrepreneurs, aren't sitting on their butt being lazy bums. I feel like a lot of times we hate when rich people get richer. I mean, if they're working hard, then you know what? More power to them. Because a lot of times people are poor because they choose to be, because they sit on their butts and are lazy. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's different circumstances, and I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not hating on people who are rich.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I'm not hating on them. It's just the moral aspect of it from me. Just saying, there's poor people out there, but like you said, they should get off their butts and help to try to improve themselves and make more money and live a better life, and 1 in 8 kids doesn't go to bed hungry at night. But it's just the overall, just this studies like this, it sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks that there's just people of crazy wealth out there and people who are crazily at the bottom spectrum. It just sucks it just sucks that it just has to be that way in today's day and age.
And if those people with crazy wealth help spread it a little bit, which some of them do, some of them, they give, and that's cool.
Oh yeah, like Bill Gates. Mm-hmm. Bill Gates and his wife, they have their own foundation. He donates multi-millions of dollars, and good for him.
Right.
Bill Gates. That's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah. And there's going to be a brand new multi-millionaire, Steve.
Oh, Powerball.
With the Powerball's up to like $500
million.
I mean, that's crazy money.
Well, listen.
And when I win it, okay, I will definitely share it, not only with my colleagues here and my production staff and everybody, Terrence in the back over there and Van over here, and you know what? I'm even going to give some to Kimberly in the back over there. So, I will take care of all my peeps, and basically, that's the way I would do it.
Mm-hmm. And probably next week, if you win, we're not going to be on air anymore.
Probably not.
We're going to be out of here.
No, we'll be in Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood, yeah.
We'll have our own production
That's
company.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we'll have. And the people that have been with us, they come with us.
Nice.
You know, that's what happens.
Well, this is the ultimate package deal.
That's it.
It comes as a package deal. That's the way it goes.
That's the whole deal.
Definitely.
So did you play?
Did you play?
I've got mine.
Oh, you played?
I've got mine.
All right.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready to win.
All right, check this out. I want your input on this. You know, I understand people like tattoos and things like that, right? But this is weird, man. Recently, there has been a rise in the number of people getting their ears stretched, or in other words, they call it putting plugs in one's earlobes. You ever see that? It's like, I was just wondering, it's like, what's the fascination with this? I mean, it's like this dude, I was at Staples the other day making copies, and the dude had it. A little round, it's like about
They
the
look
size
like
of a
buttons.
quarter.
Look like buttons or
Yeah,
something.
and it's like, it's a hole. I mean, it's like I said, I understand tattoos. It represents something that's meaningful to you, blah, 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 whatever. But, dude, why do you want to put a hole in your friggin' ear, man? I mean, do you know anybody who has had that done, and have given you a reason what the fascination is?
Well, the reason why we all think it's weird is because we're older.
Well, speak for yourself, man. No, come on, I'm not that old.
Yeah, but you don't see so many, people our age walking around like that. My whole thing is when they do get older, like you're going to see 80-year-olds with these big holes in their ears.
Yeah.
I mean, at least, a tattoo, if you needed to, you can cover it. Piercings you take out, but these holes, we're going to have this whole generation of like 70, 89-year-olds with just these, because when they don't have the earring or the button or whatever that thing is, they just literally have that big round hole.
Yeah.
And get infected, and all that stuff. And you know what I'm picturing now? Even with the people with the tattoos, when they're 70, 80 years old, all the stretch marks with the tattoos all, man. That's hard. I never had a tattoo, never will. I just don't believe in them. But I think the young people of today, Andy, to answer your question, they see it as a form of art, of body art. Okay. I mean, they even have shows on TV now about, tattoo shows. Yeah, I mean, she's got one.
Yeah.
But at least that's a music. She's in the music industry, so she's got the music symbol there, which is fine. And it's small.
Yeah, well, it represents something that's enjoyable to you. It's important to you.
Sure.
It has changed though, the whole perception of tattoos. When I was younger, I never, ever, ever would have thought of getting one.
Yeah.
Only like deadheads and druggies when I was growing up, and jailbaits had them.
Right.
And now it's a lot more socially acceptable.
Now, next that I had, the only way that she would do have a tattoo, she had one done. She didn't want anyone to see it, so she had it on the bottom of her big toe and behind her ear. Couldn't see it, and that's to her that was her and my little secret. No. Well, listen. Anybody wants to do what they want to do with their body, that's up to them. It's their body. Whatever they want to do, I have no problem with it. Just as long as it doesn't pertain to me.
But I think the ear thing definitely is a more youthful. For whatever reason, they think it's cool.
Yeah. Well, if I had to guess, I would say this guy he wasn't in his 20s. I would say he was in his 30s, maybe low 30s. So, but listen, if you want to label it art, if that's what makes you happy, dude, it's art. Maybe to you, but not to me. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. That's why we have all of our opinions and stuff like. But like you said, when you get older, 80 years old, you're gonna have that loop in your ear, or you're basically just gonna have dead skin hanging there.
But you gotta remember, Andy, a lot of the senior citizens now are the baby boomer generation that went through Woodstock and the hippies and all of that, and they're the ones that are getting into now the 60 to 65 to 70-year-old range, and they're gonna have that, But the thing is, I don't think they'll take it out. They'll be hippies till they're dead.
Yeah, probably.
They're gonna smoke their weed, and do what they do, and that's what they're doing until they're dead. Look at Willie Nelson. He's spotted every day.
Speaking of smoking weed,
a
recent study shows teenagers drive better while being high. Imagine that. Most teens who have driven high on marijuana say the drug either improves their driving or is in no hindrance, according to a survey by Liberty Mutual Company. And 34% say the drug makes them a better motorist, and 41% say it had no effect. Well, listen, alcohol is bad. I mean, driving while intoxicated, you
kills a lot of people.
We all know it kills people. But, I mean, it's like, I'm not going to go out there and say smoke pot, but you know, from what I hear, when you do drive, I mean, you pay attention more. You're more. I mean, it's creative thinking. You pay attention. You're more attentive.
You know what I think?
I think from marijuana than if you're just hammered off of drinking booze all night.
I think the teens were high when they were taking this study. That's what I think.
Well,
Yeah, well,
you know, and more kids are getting killed and adults texting behind the wheel.
Yeah.
That's they said for the first time this year, more people will die texting than they will through alcohol. And that's sad. I mean, you can't put your friggin' phone down for, 5 minutes until you stop the car.
or just pull over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's sad.
That's not good. All right, while we're talking about, I guess, teenagers, in Reddington here in New Jersey, the Reddington, New Jersey middle school principal, Sharon Moffett, has banned strapless dresses from this year's 8th grade dance. We have proms coming up and stuff. Many parents feel this decision has infringed upon their rights to decide what is best for their children, and that Principal Moffett's reasoning for her rule is sexist and offensive. Now, do you agree with the principal to ban the strapless dress? Or do you agree with the parents? This principal shouldn't, tell my kid what to wear, strapless. I mean, who's right and who's wrong here?
These girls have their whole life to dress sexy. In 8th grade, they don't need to be wearing strapless dresses. And if the principal wants to, make a statement and have them think about what they're wearing to school, then that's fine. I don't know why parents get in such an uproar. If she was saying, you can't wear red shirts, you can only wear white shirts, then that's ridiculous. But this is something, it's teaching them to think about what they're putting on their bodies. And from what I see from a lot of these girls, I mean, it's crazy what they walk around in.
Oh, you're not kidding.
It's little spaghetti strap shirts and shorts, so I'm cool with it.
Well, you figure 8th grade, you're what? 12, 13?
13, 14.
I tell you what, I want my 12 or 13-year-old daughter going to her 8th grade. First of all, when I was in 8th grade, we didn't have no friggin' dance. it was a junior prom and a senior prom. 8th grade dance, and you're going to go there with a strapless. So listen, I'll go on record. I agree with the principal.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, no strapless dress, and any parent out there in Reddington would allow your daughter to go there with a strapless dress. I'm suspicious of you.
Exactly.
Of you, mom and dad, to allow that. What the hell's up with you, man? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, 8th grade. What? By the time your daughter's in 12th grade, what are you gonna do? You gonna let her go to the prom nude? Mm-hmm. Strapless dress. What's next?
It all starts sometimes with those. You ever see those shows, the little girls, the tiaras, and all of that?
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're on these beauty contests. They're 3 and 4 years old. Mm-hmm. They're dressing them up, and their faces look like almost like teenagers or little women. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy. And then they have to go and prance around the stage and do some of these moves that are like, whoa, these are 4 or 5-year-old girls, on the stage. But these are these mothers, I feel, that it didn't happen for them, so they're living through their daughter. That's just my own feeling.
Well, what was it? Remember years ago? Remember that young girl who died? Remember what was it?
John Benet Ramsey.
John Benet Ramsey. Yes. That's what happened. I think something like that. Basically, I think the mother was trying to live a life that she never had through her daughter.
Why, as a parent, would you want to rush your child, with the makeup and the the clothing, and I don't understand that. They have their whole life ahead of them, and it's becoming more and more and more, with the clothes and
competition. It's all about competition.
Well, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with competition, but like you said, Vicky, I mean, it's like, as a parent, and you gotta let your kid be a kid. Mm-hmm. Let them do the funny, stupid things that kids do. Go and play kickball. I mean, it's like, but I think, my opinion, once again, is that mother there, and probably a lot of mothers out there, they're putting their daughter or son through something that maybe they weren't able to do, and they're living their life they never had through their kid. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like, let the girl be a 5-year-old, dressing up in high heels and this and that. I couldn't stand seeing pictures of that poor. Now the poor girl's dead. Mm-hmm. Now that girl's dead. And the mother, what's she doing?
And to make it even, it's not just mothers to daughter; it's fathers to son too.
I mentioned male, of course.
Basically, a lot of these fathers become coaches of their kids when they're on the team just so they can, play them and make, try to live through them, to make them better so they can go to the best high school, the best college, and all this kind of stuff.
Well, I'm going to make a bold statement. Any man or woman who does something for that reason, you're a bad parent. You're a bad parent. Mm-hmm. Let your kid, you lived your life, pal, or woman, whatever. Let your kid live a normal child's life. You think Michael Jackson had a normal child's life? Hell no.
No.
It's like that's my point. You're a bad parent. You got to parent your kid. I mean, something like that. First of all, you should never had kids. Mm-hmm. If that's what the kind of life you want your child to be raised in, that type of atmosphere. That's the bottom line. That's my opinion. You're just a bad parent, dude. Mm-hmm. And that's for the wrong reasons. That's not good at all. Here we go. Let's get close to the end of the show. Should we go right into last licks? All right, let's get right into it. Once again, new segment of the show. Well, actually, we had it a while ago, but we're bringing it back. Such demand. Last licks of the show to end it off. And J-Dog, you want to start off this week? Do you have a last licks this week? No? All right.
I'd rather defer.
Oh, defer.
Ah.
Vicky, would you like to go first on this week's last licks once again?
Sure. Well, I'm going to stay on the topic of the texting. Okay,
Yes.
So I have this pet peeve with texting. I love texting. I think it's great, good form of communication. But let's say I'm texting, Bob, I'm going to be home at 6 o'clock. Now, Bob gets this text. Do you think Bob responds? No. Why do people not respond to texts, especially the younger generation? Like, they're getting it, but they're not responding. I'm okay with writing okay. I'm actually fine with if they just put K. I respond with K all the time and drive my husband crazy. He'll do this whole big thing, I'll be K. But you know what? At least I'm acknowledging the text. So I cannot stand when people do not acknowledge my text. Give me something. I don't even care if you put a smiley face, even a dot, just that you got it, so I know that you got it. Mm-hmm. Then I'm cool with it. Doesn't have to be elaborate response, just something. K.
I agree. That's something like that. Yeah, text is good. That's a good one. Good one, Vicky.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What do you want to do?
Andy, let me tell you something. What I hate is at night, daytime, whatever, all these telemarketers that call you on your phone, right? And now they're starting to get your cell phone too. And they call you up. So you know what I do? I play mind games with them. Hello? Hi, this is so-and-so from, ABC Marketing and whatever. I have this. Well, you know something? Let me tell you about marketing. And I go into this tangent about, get a different job, can't you do anything better than this? And I kind of like just, after I'm done with them, Andy, they don't know what to do. I've got them so perplexed that they hang up on me. And these people are taught to keep talking until they sell you something, but that's my peeve. They keep calling and calling. So finally what I've done is I've learned to just get rid of them by just talking to them.
Okay, well, there
Cool.
you go.
Like
That's
that.
it. Yeah.
My quick last lick for tonight has to do with Prince Harry and Governor Christie recently going to Seaside Heights. I never liked royalty. I don't think he should have came here. Unless he came here with a boatload of cash to help everybody who got affected by Superstorm Sandy, that's great. Don't come here and prance around with your pansy face and using it as a publicity stunt to get people to go and visit Great Britain. Get the hell out of here, Prince Harry, before I get my hands around you. Have a great week, everybody. And remember, if you ain't real, then you're nothing.